Welcome to Eventful Qatar, part of the Eventful World 2026 series by EventZR, covering 249 destinations where live events define the travel experience. Okay, picture this. It's a Friday night in November, right? The floodlights turn on and suddenly catch 80,000 pristine white and maroon seats arranged in this perfect glowing bowl at Lusail Stadium. This is the exact venue that literally held the entire world's attention for the 2022 FIFA World Cup final. But tonight, it's pulsing with a completely different kind of energy. Whether you're a traveler hunting for those once-in-a-lifetime moments or an event planner looking for your next destination, Qatar has something absolutely extraordinary waiting for you.
Oh, absolutely. That sensory thrill is just undeniable, especially when the Formula One Qatar Grand Prix takes over Lusail every October. You literally feel the roar of those engines tearing through the night. You've got the smell of burning rubber hanging in that cool desert air, and the crowd is just incredibly diverse. We're talking corporate delegates and top motorsport sponsors flying in from 40 different countries, all converging under those massive stadium lights. It's an atmosphere you simply can't replicate anywhere else.
Exactly. And keeping with that elite sports momentum, let's look at the FIFA Club World Cup in Doha every January. Now, this is what we classify as a global event icon. For sports fans, this is the absolute peak. You've got 7 continental champions battling it out in high-stakes matches over a thrilling multi-day tournament. Perfect winter weather, world-class athletic talent, and the undeniable thrill of international competition. For the experience-seeking traveler who wants to actually feel the roar of the crowd instead of just watching it on a screen, the directive is super simple. Pick the date, book the flight, and experience it live.
Right, now if you're an event planner or a DMC, here's what makes Qatar compelling as a hosting destination. Let's pivot from the adrenaline of the traveler to the blueprint for the industry. The demographic attending these flagship events brings serious purchasing power to the region. Qatar actually sees an ultra-high per-visitor spending of $450 per day. That specific number is a massive signal for ground operators looking for premium, highly engaged audiences.
And this brilliantly illustrates why Qatar is built for this exact market. Looking at EventZR intelligence data, Qatar boasts dual eventful readiness scores of 92 out of 100 for both accessibility and tourism and hospitality infrastructure. That is huge. It makes it a premier hub for event tourism. You have Hamad International Airport seamlessly connected to 160 global destinations, dropping attendees right into a highly optimized, super compact environment.
Honestly, the sheer scale of that hospitality infrastructure is staggering. Thanks to the massive construction wave ahead of the World Cup, Qatar now offers an estimated 35,000 hotel rooms. And the geographical advantage here? It's incredible. Every single venue, hotel, and attraction sits within a tight 60-minute radius of the airport. It effectively functions as one giant integrated event campus, which completely strips away the logistical headaches you usually get with large-scale international gatherings.
Okay, let's check out the calendar data. Out of Qatar's 461 cataloged events, sports and competition dominates with a 20.2% share. For destination management companies, or DMCs, this heavy concentration is pure gold. It creates a highly predictable season with guaranteed departure packaging opportunities. Ground operators know exactly when demand will spike, so they can build premium, multi-day itineraries right around those massive anchor events.
Let's map out what that highly concentrated winter calendar actually looks like. You kick off the peak season in October with the F1 Grand Prix in Lusail. Then the energy flows right into December with the Doha Winter Wonderland. This is a massive cultural and heritage festival spanning over 100,000 square meters of immersive entertainment. And right after that, January brings the FIFA Club World Cup back to Doha. It's this perfect overlap of elite sports and cultural festivals for luxury experience seekers.
But these winter events aren't just local festivals. We need to look at them as exportable cultural IPs. These are distinct, high-quality event programs that international DMCs and tour operators can package into premium travel products. They completely redefine how visitors interact with the destination. These are fully formed cultural assets, entirely ready for the global stage.
Now, what's really interesting is how this cultural IP takes shape. Take the Tazweer Qatar Photo Festival happening in Doha every September. This is a prime example of a premium, exportable arts experience. It captures the cultural intersection of the region just as the weather begins to cool down, featuring over 20 regional and international artists. It offers global visitors a highly curated visual arts journey that goes way beyond traditional tourism, pulling you deep into the creative pulse of the Middle East.
And we definitely can't ignore the summer months. The Doha Glow Festival in June is a fantastic strategy to bring in travelers when temperatures rise. It literally illuminates the city with 15 massive interactive light installations. By leaning into evening activations and indoor cultural programming, Qatar creates vital exhibition events that keep the event tourism engine running smoothly, even during the warmer season.
Shifting our focus back to the business events sector, the Bloomberg Qatar Economic Forum in Doha every May is a massive draw. This high-profile summit pulls in global business leaders and fully utilizes the Qatar National Convention Center. To give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, that venue alone offers 40,000 square meters of indoor exhibition space. It's an absolute masterclass in MICE, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions infrastructure.
Let's round out this sensory tour back in that perfect winter weather. The Qatar International Food Festival in Doha every January is an absolute must. Bringing together more than 100 culinary vendors and international chefs, it's a total sensory explosion of tastes and aromas. For DMCs, integrating premium food and beverage activations like this is crucial for luxury demographic targeting. It's a highly packageable event that hits all the right notes for cultural explorers and culinary tourists alike.
Credit where it's due. Qatar's tourism and culture authorities have actively invested in positioning these events on the global stage. Both Qatar Tourism and the Qatar National Tourism Council have driven the strategic vision behind this. When governments treat event tourism as a national asset, destinations transform. They aren't just hosting events, they're engineering an entire economy around them.
So, here's the takeaway. If Qatar just moved up your bucket list, and it definitely should, pick one event. Whether it's F1, the food festival, or football championship, book the flight and experience it live. Life is too short for secondhand experiences. Get out there, feel the energy yourself, and make those memories firsthand.
And if you're a DMC, tour operator, CVB, or event planner, EventCR Intelligence maps 249 destinations, their event calendars, venue infrastructure, and tourism readiness scores. We help you identify which events to package, which destinations to pitch, and which cultural IPs to import or export. Engage EventCR Intelligence at eventcr.com. We turn destination data into commercial opportunity.
This has been Eventful Qatar from the Eventful World 2026 series by EventCR. The infrastructure is built and the calendar is packed. So which event will finally get you on that flight to experience it live?